Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
I think we're actually in for a treat here, Peter, because we get to see Hristo Stoichkov. Never one to stay in the same position. He has a lovely instinct for his trade, and his trade is goals, many of them.
Indeed, Bulgaria's best ever, surely.
Always kind of makes me feel he's going to score.
And it's Belletti. Oh, it looked promising, but the final ball is just not quite right. Well, played right into his path. And now they can clear their lines. Guti. Referee's given a throw.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Goes in for the header! Oh, just couldn't turn it in.
Haaland really isn't happy with himself after that, having done so well to get on the end of it too.
No goals as yet. And he cuts out the supply. Conte. Haaland. That's a corner kick. Galatasaray with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. That's really well cleared. Norway are looking to go forward now. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
He made it look a bit predictable. That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And that was very necessary. Chouameni. Oh, it's a sweet ball, that. Ball quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Oh, that's a key interception. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Costa Curta. Well, that pass isn't the best. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Van Dijk kept his eye on it, and he's there. Looking for options for movement.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, there it is, half-time. Not a bad watch by any means. And the efforts of both sides have been good, but neither have been able to penetrate. And so we reach the break, and the game remains goalless. Some first-half thoughts?
I think it's been a very impressive defensive effort. They've never been broken down and contained the opposition attack extremely well.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
And he can clear it away. Caught offside that time. Now it's Luis Suarez. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing.
Galatasaray have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Keeper's ball. Well, into the second half, and it's still goalless.
72,306.
Norway appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Oh, that's well spotted. Oh, there's a probing ball. Dink through. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. That'll be a throw-in. It's a goal kick. Chiellini kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily, and claimed it back swiftly. Well, that's been cut out, well played.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
That's a nicely weighted pass. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing.
On the field, number 8, Stoichkov.
Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Musiala. Now it's Lewandowski. Beckenbauer cuts out the pass. He's found a way through.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Substitution on the field, number 15, Chouameni. Coming on the field is number 10, David Alaba.
Ball's out once more. Flings in across. And he gets rid in a hurry.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Now it's Luis Suarez.
There will be 3
That has earned a reprieve for the time being. We are into stoppage time. Has a look and plays it. There's the hit!
Well, he certainly...
And that was the final act of the game, a nearly game until the very end. And it finishes 0-0. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all the huff and puff.
To be heavy after the final whistle today.
Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, neither side could get over the line here. Perhaps one team might be happier, but at the final reckoning, it's honours even and no complaints.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped, undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. And it's lofted through here. And they're not going to make any further progress now.
We're in the presence of goalkeeping greatness, a man with total command of his defence.
I say I wouldn't fancy going eyeball to eyeball with him.
No, I mean, I always like a vociferous keeper, and Oliver Kahn would be perfect for me.
Tar.
That's so good and so often seen nowadays. Don't give them time to think on the ball.
And it's Thuram. Seedorf. Costa Curta. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. And he is going into that little black book. Kahn is there to clear. Well, they've got it again.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Guardiola. Beckenbauer. Guardiola. Evair. Deftly done. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Thuram promptly onto that, and that is that. Rummenigge. Oh, a delicate chip through. Tar gets over and intercepts. De Bruyne gets it away. Well timed, excellent interception. Cruyff. He's played him through. And he's there to belt it away. And that's been won straight back. And it's Eto'o. Eto'o showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Oh, important interception. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Cruyff pinches it off him. Griezmann, very much a man of this moment. Has a look and plays it forward. Rummenigge, and he's had a shot! It's there!
Well, players of his stature just live for moments like that. Another really important contribution as we near half-time, and it can make such an impact on each mindset.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And he stuck it away as if laser-guided. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room, and while there was a genuine flow about the game, most importantly, there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here. The game still up for grabs. And the half-time score, 1-0.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
And the action is back on the way.
Galatasaray can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
The message is clear, none shall pass. Rummenigge. That has been slung wide. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
And he's picked out the run. Rummenigge. Oh, sweet feet.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
He's gone forward. Oh, perfectly measured that. And he's there to get it away.
Was 71,649.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the stats are pretty telling here. It's hard to argue with the scoreline when you...
It's Eto'o! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Eto'o is offering a wry smile there.
And we have our very first corner. Keeper has taken decisive action. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, super find. He's through, now is he in?
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it. Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And he's onside. Costa Curta is fouled. Well, he's playing innocent. He has every reason to. Referee has gone straight to his pocket. Yes, a second yellow, and he's off. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
Substitutions taking place.
Galatasaray choosing to make the first change.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
Substitution.
And that has been knocked clear. And that's gone loose.
Galatasaray really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Luis Suarez. Can he finish? Sticks it away! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, that goal just serves to give them the momentum and psychological...
It's a goal! Into the lead once more. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down.
Luis Suarez!
That's just playing it safe and simple. They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And it's Eto'o. Moved on forwards. Now that's well seen too.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
Luis Suarez.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And he thumps it clear. And that could set him on his way. They are cruising. And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Oh, that's a measured delight. The curly...
Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. The action has already started. Well, there's the clearance. He's gone forward. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
The defensive qualities of William Saliba. For me, Peter, he's someone who's shown great leadership from such a young age when starting his career in France. I see a lot of bravery and courage, and I think they're words you associate with somebody who is very good in both boxes.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Tries to get it clear. And claimed it back swiftly. Saliba.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Pedri. And here's Gnabry.
Barcelona really have found that they're getting more space out wide, and I can see now there's a lot of activity developing in that area, Peter.
Yeah, it's busy in there, isn't it?
Yeah, the wide players are doing their stuff and are grabbing the attention right now.
And it's Luis Suarez. Saliba. Costa Curta. Pedri. Luis Suarez. Now it's Guti.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
They're back in possession and ready to go again. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Gnabry. Now it's Gnabry. Looks to clip it forward. That's been cut out, well played. Well, a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. That's a nicely weighted pass. Oh, he's seen that early. Oh, they could be caught out here. That's a throw. Saliba. It's Pedri. Interesting ball.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And he's taking no chances there. And here's Bernardo Silva. Griezmann. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, there it is, half-time. Not a bad watch by any means. And the efforts of both sides have been good, but neither have been able to penetrate. And so we reach the break, and the game remains goalless. How would you review the first half?
Well, this has proved a very frustrating day so far, especially for the strikers. Nothing has been created for them. I think the service has been extremely poor.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Galatasaray really can count themselves lucky not to be beaten.
Lewandowski! He's done very well to get to that.
Lewandowski clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. And it's Belletti. He's having a go! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Belletti is offering a wry smile there.
It's their second corner of the game. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Griezmann. And now they can spring out of defence. It's Luis Suarez! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Suarez really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
So, third corner of the game. Loose. That's another chance! Sticks it away! And that is the goal we've all been yearning for. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
Substitution for Barcelona, number 17.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Galatasaray are in front now, the game's only goal.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable.
And it's Neymar. Barcelona finding their passes.
Number 11.
Nicked it back promptly.
Number 21.
That's really well manoeuvred.
The attendance for this
Your
match
impression
was
so far, Jim?
Well, I think it's pretty clear. The message is to get the job done, and the sooner the better.
Oh, here's a chance! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Messi actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And he's been shifted off it. Neymar. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Danger averted for now.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Substitution for Barcelona, number 9, Pedri. Coming on to replace him is number 24, De Bruyne. Substitution.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it. Has a go! This time, surely! It's in! 10 minutes, and we're all square again! With a predatory goal.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
It just goes to show you what determination...
And the finish! Oh, yes, it's there! And that may just do it! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Galatasaray take what looks to be a decisive lead.
There's still a bit left in it, Peter, but they should find the necessary to avoid a slip-up now.
Costa Curta. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Galatasaray have emerged victorious in this match of thrills. The odd goal ultimately proving the difference. Guti claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Thrilling, nail-biting, perhaps frustrating until the very end, but we do have a winner.
Well, this looked like it had a draw written all over it, Peter, so credit where it's due. They found a way to win it, and they can take great satisfaction from never losing that focus.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. And that's put paid to a promising move. A For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Oh, that's a key interception. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, this man, João Cancelo, is going to add so much more dynamism to his side, and he's the type of player who does well in a flowing system, in a flowing team. I like it when he moves centrally and makes himself an effective outlet.
It's a mighty effort! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Haaland really should be making an apology. That longer range pass gave him a golden chance then.
Beckenbauer cuts it out. Rummenigge. João Cancelo. Rummenigge is in a really good position out wide.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
That'll be a throw. De Bruyne calmly anticipates. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. João Cancelo. Big chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? And he's there to get it away. That's been cut out, well played. Aimed beyond the defence. João Cancelo. He's through here. Rummenigge. Oh, that's fabulous. He's had a hit! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Groningen with the corner. They're first. Climbs up big! And that's caused a worry or two.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Looking for the run. Oh, good ball, and this looks promising. Saliba is fouled. Luis Suarez. Oh, shooting chance! He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then. Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Oh, the less said about that pass, the better.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And the first half is done. As if we needed reminding, no easy games at this level, and that is proven here. Neither side any further forward from where they were 45 minutes ago, but it is far from lethargic, far from slow, highly engaging, but goalless. An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. Here we go again.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Now it's Luis Suarez. They want to be quick to recover. And one more try! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. That's just playing it safe and simple.
And the pass is intercepted. Groningen have the chance to go the other way. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Haaland. Keeper's got good distance on that. And he cuts out the supply. And here's Suarez. Haaland.
The attendance for this match was 71,898.
Haaland. And he's cut it out. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Galatasaray clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Diving header! Great effort. He flew in with courage.
No complaints about his effort and commitment. He just needs to start heading in the right direction. You get my drift?
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Rummenigge. Oh, nice touch. Oh, smashing header! Harmlessly behind.
Substitution on the field. Number 11.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
João Cancelo. Number 5. Franz Beckenbauer.
Groningen are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be...
He's got two! Goal! Finally, the deadlock is broken!
Look, before we can even delve into the detail, the significance of taking the lead should be our initial reflection, and that's priceless.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
So we have the first goal.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang. They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Now it's Weghorst. Now it's Gnabry. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
He can get that clear.
Has been indicated.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. And that's it. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable. Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. Climbs up big! What a wonderful goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Utterly unsophisticated, but stuck away with unashamed certainty.
Yeah, but I think most of the credit has to go for the ball into the box, Peter.
Oh, what a... And again! He's got away with one there.
Certainly made himself a big nuisance in applying the pressure to force the error.
Beckenbauer gets it clear. Well timed, excellent interception. Beckenbauer clears. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. And there's green grass ahead of him. He's shifting through the gears here. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And claimed it back swiftly.
Galatasaray are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Kimmich. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Wriggles his way through. This is promising. He's on, and the finish! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Haaland really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Galatasaray with the corner, they're first. And now they can clear their lines. India are looking to go forward now. And that is a little undercooked. That pass has been well intercepted. Great ball if he can get there. Mohamed Salah! And he's really put himself on the line here. That's a half-decent try.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Conte. No way through there. It's a good run down the right. Beckenbauer gets over and intercepts. Luis Suarez hits one! It's a goal! They have come roaring back!
Well, we're all back to square one, but I hope this game opens up from here. It looks as if it could happen.
The breakaway clinical and clean, and the finish unerring.
That's just brilliant counter-attacking football, and as soon as possession was theirs, it triggered a move of devastating speed that was just too hot to handle.
Galatasaray grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Corner number 2 then. Roberto with the short one. Played into the... An audacious attempt! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Oh, look, I don't want to sound too dismissive, but from here, that looked the harder thing to do.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Back into the middle. That is good alertness. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Looking for options for movement. And the whistle goes for half-time. So half-time, and it is all square. Neither able to pull away from the other, but that is not due to any shortage of effort on either side. It's a goodish game, this, and at half-time, it's one each. So there was the first half.
Well, for us neutrals, this is fantastic. If you're a fan from either side, it's unpleasant. And as for the managers, check your heart rate.
Well, the scoreline indicates a pretty tight game, but there has been a lot of action in it, and it has been an exceptionally good watch. The score at half-time, 1-1. And we are back on the way. Changes made. Oh, they could be caught out here. Great ball, and he's in. Chance! He's scored!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree. Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky.
And the shot! And he hits the net! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch. Well, his movement is all based on fine margins, and the timing of his run then was ideal.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Quite a thriller this one's become.
Oh, I think the coach will really be annoyed with that. The players were still thinking about their goal and just got caught napping.
He won't be happy with that one. Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. Looking for the runner. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to...
Decent hit! They're back in possession and ready to go again. Pedri. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Chiellini getting this one clear. Mohamed Salah. He's had it taken off him. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Haaland, he's in, surely! Real chance! And it's come back out to him. Oh, that is rather wayward.
His radar picked up on that very quickly, and he was first to react.
Substitution.
India can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Oh, well played, well sorted out. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner. Can he finish? Oh, that's incredible! And that has raised the roof! That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
There's the shot! That's a decent clearance.
Galatasaray need to give it everything they have, kitchen sink included.
And that has been knocked clear. Haaland, foot in. And it's Salah. Mohamed Salah puts his foot on the gas. Terrific header! And with that,